Hello everyone, my name is Cameron and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a few things in the realm of PlayStation. So, there's been a lot of rumors about Sony recently, and there's been a lot of other things that have been talked about, and I have actually posted about the first thing I'm going to be talking about. I posted about it on Twitter. If you guys don't know what my Twitter is, it's at SOGamingYT. I'll try to remember to put it in the description. It is also on the banner for the channel though, so if you guys have not yet gone to follow me on Twitter, I highly suggest you do. Twitter is where I give you guys updates on everything from things with the channel, whether or not there will be a video for a certain series in the day, if I happen to have to miss something, if a match gets added to a pay-per-view and it's not my predictions video, I update it there. So I highly suggest if you guys have yet to go follow me on Twitter, you do. So, what are we going to be talking about with PlayStation today? So the first thing we're going to be talking about is that Sony is now doing cross-platform. Yes, for everyone who decided to call Sony stingy bastards for the last 2 years, just let me go into this really quick. I've talked about cross-platform, full cross-platform on my channel before. Okay. And there's a lot of people hating on Sony for this. Remember, Sony are the guys selling the most things right now. They're the company at the top. They are the top dog. They are the Roman Reigns of the gaming world. Now I'm going to have a lot of people who are going to hate me for that. They're the big dog, okay? Just remember that. They have the full right when they're on top to say they don't want to do something in the gaming community. They have that full right. You know? They have the full right to say, I don't want to do cross-platform because we're selling the most. We don't need it. And then you have Xbox, who needs it because they're not having a lot of sales. So, let's also go back to the last generation of consoles, the 360 and the PS3 and the Wii, and I guess you could kind of rope the Wii U in with that, I guess. Xbox was on top. Xbox had the most sales for their console. So they were on top. They were the big dog. They were the big kahuna, the big cheese. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm getting sidetracked. And Sony wanted to do cross-platform. And what did Microsoft say? No. So before you guys, you Xbox fanboys, and yes, I'm actually calling out people who are Xbox. I'm actually using the word fanboy, which I don't use lightly, because I don't think console wars are a thing that should be around. We should all just be able to be free and play the games on the system we want to play it on. For all you Xbox fanboys out there jumping down Sony fans' throats saying, oh, well, your stupid fucking game system is the reason we don't have cross-platform. Douchebag. We would have had it fucking 12 goddamn years ago had Microsoft taken their heads out of their asses and said, okay, fine, we'll give you guys cross-platform. We would have had it for 12 years. Did it start in 2006? 2005-ish, whatever, somewhere around there. Between 2005 and 2008, let's just call it around there, when the cross-platform discussion really started. We'd have had it already for a long-ass time. Had Microsoft taken their heads out of their asses. I know that's hard. I know that's hard for the guys at Microsoft and Xbox to do, because they're so far up their asses. But realize that we would have had it already had they just said, yes, fine, let's do this. So, just realize, Sony doing this is actually a big move. This is a big move because Sony is on top and they don't need to. They don't owe it to the fans to do this. They really don't. And for those of you saying, oh, but we deserve it. No, we really don't. We don't. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not somebody who's super for cross-platform. I don't really give a shit. If I wanted a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds to keep screaming at me that they fucked my mom and calling me the N-word, I would have stayed on Xbox. No. I'm not giving any shit to Xbox. Although that is a lot of what you get is 10 to 12-year-old kids calling you the N-word and saying they fucked your mom. I wish I was joking about that, but that's one of the things I remember the most from my time playing Xbox online. But I am really excited about this because it opens a lot of doors. First off, for those of you wondering how is it going to start, they are going to be doing a beta through Fortnite only for the time being, to kind of, let the technical and the social interaction issues, work themselves out. And then, if that all goes well, they're apparently going to be branching out in other games. So what games do I think we could be seeing get cross-platform over the next year? Well, there's two games that I announced this, I said this at E3, that these are going to be the games that full cross-platform cross-platform play will be the biggest four. Anthem and goddamn Fallout 76. And what happens 2 months before Fallout 76 gets released? Or 3 months before 2 months before Fallout 76 gets released. Sony announces beta for cross-platform play. Huh. You know, I think I seem to remember somebody guessing that. Oh, me, because I said watch. This is going to be what opens it, because they're going to look at Fallout 76 and they're going to look at Anthem and it's like, okay, cross-platform, because we want people to be able to play as much as they want, make it as big as they want. Other games, I think GTA Online could maybe get something from this. I don't really think there's a whole lot of market for it, because GTA Online is kind of plummeting, or it should be at least, but it's not, because people are still stupid and decide they want to play it. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, because that's apparently supposed to have an online thing, much like GTA Online, will probably be also another bigger one in the market, as well as games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, probably Madden, FIFA, NBA, those sorts of games, WWE even probably, will probably be a big thing that also gets kind of brought in through the new cross-platform stuff that is going to be kind of a bigger part of the scene. I definitely think FPSs, though, are probably what's the biggest games being used through cross-platform. FPSs, Battle Royals, that sort of stuff. All right, and on to that. I think that's all I have to say on cross-platform right now. I'm very excited for it. If you guys want a hot take on that, I'll give you a hot take on it, but, I mean, I basically just gave you it. And finally, on to the next piece of news. The free games with PS Plus. If you guys don't know, if you have PlayStation Plus, there's 2 free games every month. If you don't know this already, I feel so bad for you because you missed out on some actually pretty quality games. The free games for October have been announced, and they are this game called Laser League, which I didn't really look too much into because I was like, okay, that just kind of sounds crappy. No offense to the game, no offense to the people who made it. It doesn't seem like my cup of tea personally. But the other game is something that I've been wanting to get for so fucking long. I've wanted the game since it got announced. I didn't get it when it first came out, and I still haven't gotten it because I just didn't want to spend the money on it. And I'm glad I didn't spend the money on it because October's other free game with PS Plus is Friday the 13th. Now, this is a game I've been heavily wanting to get because I love the movie franchise. I'm a huge slasher fan. I'm honestly probably going to go watch, if I get the chance, I might go watch Halloween with Jesse because I love slasher flicks. I'm a huge fan of them. I've grown up watching those sorts of movies my entire life, and when I get to see them be made into a video game, it's a really cool thing, especially within the case of Friday the 13th, because when I watched the gameplay for the game, I was like, oh, I want it so bad. I was like, I want it. And apparently they're bringing new single-player challenges to the game too, which is kind of also a really cool thing. I think it's going to add more of a single player, because from what I know of, the game is mostly online, so it's kind of like, okay, it's very online based. But I think they're going to add some single player stuff into it so that way there's more aspects you can play. So you don't always have to play online with people, because let's be honest, the online game community is a bit toxic. Just a bit. But I'm really excited for this. I'm very excited to get into Friday the 13th. I might even do a live stream of the game. I'm not going to say I'm going to be good at it because I'm not going to be good at it. I'm going to be terrible at it. But I might do a live stream of the game when I get it downloaded to my PS4. Which also is another thing. I do want to start live streaming more often. I just don't have the time. I will try to do it more and get a few games on the channel live streamed on occasion, maybe every week or so, maybe every 2 weeks. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.